Hello everyone, welcome to Moonflower Tarot. Before I begin, I just want to remind you that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me, and the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So let's start. The purpose of this video is to figure out, does he or she or whichever person that you're thinking of romantically out there, do they miss you? And we'll get into specifics as well and some symbolism if that helps. So we have 3 piles here, 1, 2, 3, and each one has a figurine on top. A crystal on top. We have citrine crystal for pile 1. Pile 2, we have amethyst crystal. Pile 3, we've got the tiger eye crystal. So I'm going to count down from 10, and that'll give you 10 seconds to decide between the 3 piles starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go right ahead and start with this first pile, the citrine crystal group, and then I'm going to move the other piles out of the way. Okay, so here we have the citrine crystal group. So does this person, do they miss you? Let's find out if they miss you. So we have the 5 of chalices, we have fortitude or strength, and then we have the 10 of wands. So ultimately I'm seeing here that they do miss you. They do miss you. However, I see there are some painful memories attached to you. They definitely do. It's like they can't help but miss you because I guess human nature, attachment. But they have some painful memories here where it's like they're really trying to break free from those memories. I'm getting the strong sense that they were hurt in your relationship or whatever it was, romantic situation. I think you hurt them. Maybe you didn't mean to, or you didn't realize that you were hurting them, but I think you really hurt them somehow. And so that's really haunting them here in some way. They're really trying really hard to forget you, I'm seeing here. They're really trying hard to stick to their guns when it comes to forgetting you. I'm getting this strong energy that you might be a fire sign, so you may be an Aries, Sag, an Aries, Sag, or Leo in your sun, moon, or rising in your astrological chart. I'm also getting the sense that you have really, like, they think about your hair a lot. Like maybe you have really nice hair, luscious, silky hair, and they think about that a lot. I'm seeing here that, yeah, they're haunted by you. It's like they have dreams too, I think. But yeah, it's like something that hurt them. I don't know if it's because you hurt them or because the relationship hurt them or something about what happened. They felt some pain. It's like, it feels like a burden that they're carrying with them and they're trying to let go of it. So let's try to get maybe some more details here if we can. Some more details for group 1, the citrine crystal group, about the person that seems like they're just haunted by you. Yeah, they are having all kinds of thoughts, fantasies about you. It's almost like to the point where, you know, it shows up in their dreams, it shows up in their daydreams. It's pervasive, yeah, it's really, and if they're dating someone new, I'm seeing that sometimes it's like you appear in front of them, not necessarily like in the flesh, but in their mind, it's like you appear in front of them, or they see the person that they might be dating or seeing now. And it's like they remind you, like little things they do remind you of, remind them of you. And yeah, and they're reminded of things that you used to do. And I'm getting a really strong sense of hair. Like they miss your hair. Maybe the touch, the sense, the sight of your hair, the feeling of your hair, and the smell of your hair. I'm getting that a lot. Or maybe they just really miss like your essence, like your smell, like just your presence. But once again, it's like you're almost like in their mind, like someone who got away, like somebody who really hurt them. Almost like they see you as like they seduced me, or like they feel like you like seduce them or charm them and kind of left them out in the cold. Like that's kind of what I'm getting. They see you as like unattainable. I don't know if they'll reach out to you or not. I honestly don't think they will though, at least on their own, because they see a lot of, like they have a lot of painful memories, and it's like they're haunted by you, and also those memories are painful. So that's the reason they see you as someone who's unattainable, who has a lot of standards, who may be a bit demanding. They think you have a lot of attention, a lot of eyes on you. Once again, I'm getting the sense that you have very beautiful hair. You smell nice. Like there's something about your presence that's very like, almost like, like flowers, like, or like, even if you're a man, like your presence is like, it kind of makes me think of that old song by the Carpenters. I forgot the title of the song, but it's like, when you're near, or why do birds suddenly appear when you're near, or something like that. But that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Like you kind of have this, like, it's almost like you have this natural beauty type aura about you, and it's not just external. It's something about your charm. It's very like natural. It's your presence. It's very, you might even be like a very spiritual person, very intuitive. Okay, so let's try to get some symbology here for you. What may be symbolic here for group 1? So I'm seeing the ship. So it looks like maybe either of you may like the ocean. You may have discussed traveling, like something about, one day I want to go to Tanzania, or one day I want to go to Morocco, one day I want to go to Australia. Like I don't know, like maybe you've talked about things like that, like random destinations, or even just like Hawaii, or one day I want to go see the Eiffel Tower. Like you've had those conversations or about going places, and it's not necessarily physical. It could also be like, one day I want to do this, one day I see myself doing that, one day I see myself my life this way. Like you've talked about journeys that you've wanted to go on, and I'm really getting this strong sense that one or both of you are extremely intuitive energy. And so let's try to get some advice, just one piece of advice for you guys. So here we have direction. So trust your inner compass and find your bearings. So I'm seeing here that whether they reach out to you or not, whether you reach out to them or not, I'm getting the sense that there's a strong need, some advice for you to really find your direction. Like trust, like where, like think big picture, like where is this all going? Like even outside of you getting in touch with this person again, or them getting in touch with you again, just think like, what direction do I want my life to go, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, like on a soul level? Like what should I be doing to to embark on the journey that is really pulling my soul towards that direction. Like your inner compass, once again, really try to find your inner compass. And I think that this person maybe might even see these changes in you, or see something different, and maybe think, I gotta reach out before I lose them, or I see something different about them that makes me want to maybe reach out, maybe try again, I don't know. Or maybe you might be in a place, when you follow your inner compass, you might find yourself in a place where you have more courage to reach back out to this person, I don't know. But honestly, it is saying trust your inner compass and find your bearings. So I hope this was helpful, group 1, the citrine crystal group. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, I'm going to get straight into group 2, the amethyst crystal group. So what do we have here for group 2? Is this person thinking about them? Does this person miss them? Does this person miss you? Let's look at the cards, and one by one, and we'll break it down. So here we have the Lovers, we have Death, and then we have the Queen of Coins. So ultimately, I'm seeing here that they do miss you. They miss you a lot, actually. They almost get this energy from you that you are their twin flame. Like, look at this card. I'm getting some strong Gemini or Libra, or Pisces, because you know when you look at those astrological signs, there's always, like, Pisces has the two, like, the twin fish. Gemini are the twins, and then Libra, the twin scales on either side. So I think you or your person that you're thinking about may be a Gemini, Libra, or a Pisces, either in your sun, moon, or rising in your astrological chart. But they see you as, like, you know, your twin. Like, if they're Pisces, they see you as the other fish. If they're Gemini, they see you as their other twin. Like, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. And also, if they're Libra, they see you as, like, the other side of their scale that's going to balance them out. You know what I mean? Like, there's some strong soulmate and twin flame energy, almost like you had, okay, so with the Death card, I am getting that there was a break or some kind of isolation of some kind from each other. But I'm also getting from this card a sense that you share a past life together. I mean, look at this. It just screams past life. Like, there's some past karma where you had something in the past, in your past life, and something happened, and then it's like you were reincarnated. If you believe in reincarnation, it's like you were somehow born again into this world, but only to, like, find each other again, and then maybe repeat the same cycle, like if you look at this circle. But let's look at more details after we go over this card. So we have the Queen of Coins. So I'm getting the strong sense that they see you as, and you could be a man, this is gender neutral as a reading, but they see you as someone who really sort of had, like, a charmed life, like someone who's very optimistic, positive, like sunny personality. Like, I think they really see you also as, like, a survivalist. You survive, you see the silver lining, you see the sunshine and everything. You don't let external pain and things, like, bring you down. It's really getting this strong sense of, like, sunlight. Like, they see you as, like, a breath of fresh air. And yeah, I'm really getting this energy that this really goes well together. It's like you were born into this world almost to bring sunshine into not just the world in general, but others' lives. And I think they really see you as that sort of ray of sunshine that, you know, they're somehow disconnected with now. But let's get into more details here about how they miss you, like what's going on. What details do we have here for group 2, the amethyst crystal group? So yeah, so they're really physically attracted to you, and just being real, they really miss your, like, physicality, like your body, the way you move. They see you as very, like, sexy, I think. Ace of Wands, like, they see you as almost like one of the most beautiful men or women I think that they've ever dated or that they've ever been involved with. There's really strong physical attraction towards you. I mean, regardless of anything else. And then here we have Two of Cups. So yeah, there's still, this is just plain and clear. They really miss you a lot. It's like they see you as somebody who was literally their soulmate. Like maybe they even thought you were the one. Once again, strong Gemini, Pisces, or Libra energy here. Yeah, they see you as like they're my soulmate. And I'm really getting the sense that you may have a pretty nice body, like you may have a pretty nice physique, like the way that you move. Maybe you're a dancer, maybe you have this nice like posture, this nice flowing way of moving. They really like that about you. And gracefulness, I'm getting a lot of gracefulness, whether you're a man or a woman. A lot of like a graceful physique. And yeah, this person I think may reach out to you first. However, that's unclear because this is the Knight, but it's the Knight of Swords, which means there's a bit of closed off energy. I think they instinctively really want to reach back out to you. They really want to get in touch with you. They really want to hash things out. But once again, they have the sword, which means that they're guarded a bit. I think maybe this person may have a bit of an ego, or they may be a little bit like, ooh, I don't know, I don't want to reach out first, or they're afraid they might get hurt if they reach out or really try to make things work again. They're afraid they might get hurt. Like there's this defensive energy with the sword. But they really do miss you. I mean, that's plain and clear to see, especially like your physicality in some way. So let's look and see if there's some symbolism that we should keep in mind for group 2, some symbolism here. So here we have the anchor. So I'm really seeing this vibe that one or both of you, like you may have, this relationship may be on and off, or whatever this is, may be on and off. However, it's like you keep coming back. Like, you know how there was that sort of like twin flame or soulmate energy, almost like you share like this past karma. I'm seeing that it's like a cycle. Like you kind of, it's like you veer off from each other and then you come right back and you repeat this cycle. It's difficult to really tell what kind of past life experience it was. I mean, that's probably for a different reading. That's like a whole nother thing. But this is really saying that, yeah, you have this energy where you're anchored to each other. It's like you have this imaginary anchor that it like binds you together, like with this past karma here. Like, and there's also this energy that one or both of you, or maybe even both of you, when you're together, you feel like you're home. When you hear each other's voice or whatever it is, like it feels like you're home. And you also might have some strong ties to the ocean, I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting some really strong Pisces energy here. I mean, because with the ocean, and then this is also Piscean energy. I don't know if it's necessarily Gemini or Libra, but I'm getting a lot of Pisces energy here. So in one or both of your natal charts, Sun, Moon, Rising. But yeah, I'm seeing this strong anchor energy. You're like each other's anchors, like you're bind together, almost like you have an anchor attached to you or they have an anchor attached to them. So let's try to look at a final piece of advice here. So we have communicate. So things left unsaid will never reach the shore. Okay, wow, that's really interesting. Yeah, never reach the shore, and then we have the shore right there, which is like, wow, okay. So I'm seeing that, yes, if you feel deep down in your heart, really think about this first. If you feel that if I lose this person, if I don't reach out to this person, I'm going to lose something really valuable in my life that I may never have back, you should reach out first. However, if you really think deep down, because once again, we didn't get into the past life situation yet. We don't know if that was a good situation. We don't know if it was a bad situation. We don't know if it was a Romeo and Juliet situation, which is very tragic. So you may not even want to go there if that's the case. If it is a negative or karmic situation where you're just bound to this person by this imaginary anchor, but it may be harmful, you know what I mean? So you want to really think about this first. And really also be truthful with yourself. I mean, I think the anchor also represents being true to you. Like, don't veer off into like what other people are telling you or what society is telling you or any kind of pressure, external pressure. Just think about being true to yourself. Like, if I reach out for, is this really worth pursuing even? Because once again, it could be a karmic dynamic where it's harmful, but you're still like bound to this person. And however if it is harmful, I'm just saying, if it is a harmful dynamic, you can somehow pick your anchor up and then take it with you and try to find something that is healthy, because we all have free will, you know. So really think about it first. But if you need closure, you may even want to communicate just like, or, you know, write a letter. Like, even if you never send the letter, or if you send it, you know, whichever way you want, you should write the letter. Just say everything that you want to say to them, or maybe even write a letter to yourself about this situation, like how you really feel, really, you know, in that letter. It's like a confessional, like communicate to you, and then think about it, and then think, do I want to take the next step and then communicate this to this person, or is this better off just moving on? You know what I mean? So I hope this was helpful. Like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again, Amethyst Group, that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further adu, I'm going to get straight into, last but not least, the final group. We have here the Tiger Eye Crystal group. So let's see what we have for the Tiger Eye Crystal group. So does this person miss you? Are they thinking about you? Like, what's going on here? Let's see what we have for the last and final, last but not least group, the Tiger Eye Crystal group. So do they miss you? Okay, so I'm seeing here 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords, and then we have the Moon. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I don't know necessarily if this person misses you. However, I am seeing here that they thought that the relationship or dynamic or whatever it was, they found a lot of difficulty in it. Like, they really thought this isn't going to work out because of something. But it wasn't small. It was something that really they felt like this is going to be really hard to work with or to make, you know, successful, like this dynamic. But we'll get into some details later. Okay, so and then we have 7 of Swords. So okay, this might be a bit negative, but I think this person was a bit of a user. That's what 7 of Swords indicates, is like somebody who takes, you know, a taker. I think this person, I don't know if they were necessarily with you to use you. That's not clear, but I am seeing here, so the Moon. There's something hidden that you don't know, or that maybe you might have an inkling of, but you're not completely clear about this person. Possibly, I think this person, whether they're a female or a male, or whatever, you know, gender, I think they might have been a bit of a player. I think they might have been a little bit of a game player. They might have been like a taker, possibly some narcissistic energy here, but there's some stuff that's hidden from you that I don't think you even really want to find out. Like, I think maybe it could even be better off that you just move on, because I think that maybe in this case, like, the deeper you dig, like, the more pain it's going to bring you and the more darker of a hole it's going to take you into. So, but let's look at some details and try to get some more insight here. So what's going on? Like, what happened here and what's going on right now, this dynamic? So we have the Hierophant, we have the 3 of Wands, and then we have the Knave of Chalices. Okay, so I'm seeing here that the reason why they felt like it was going to be hard to make this work, that reason was ultimately due to something involving traditions. Like, maybe this person was of a different religion, a different culture, a different race, a different ethnicity, a different some kind of a different group. It doesn't even have to be as big as race or religion or ethnicity. It could have even just been that they're just part of a different group. Like, they feel like you're too different, basically, like, and that causes some kind of incompatibility. This person right now is, I don't know if they necessarily miss you. They seem pretty preoccupied right now with their own stuff. Like, they have a lot on their plate. Maybe when it comes to career or something like that. They've got a lot going on in that realm. Like, maybe they're dealing with a lot when it comes to their career or something financial, or some creative pursuits. Here we have the Knave of Chalices. So I think at one point, given enough distance, though, they will think about you from time to time. It's not going to be anything huge, though. They're not going to be like, oh my god, I need this person in my life, they're the one. But they will have thoughts about you, whether it's a memory, something that triggers their memory, something that reminds them of you. They will think about you from time to time. I'm also getting this energy that you are very creative. I think that I'm getting some energy that you may be a Taurus or some earth sign energy. So you may be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But that's something that I think they liked about you, that you have some kind of, either have some skills or brains or creativity that they lack. And I think that's something that they were drawn to you by. But once again, too different. Like, you're from two different worlds or something like that, two different backgrounds or something like that, where they felt like it's going to be too difficult to make it work. But they will once again think about you from time to time, especially when it comes to something, when it comes to your skills or your creativity or something that you're passionate about, that they might come in contact with in their day-to-day life. Like, if you were like an artist or something and they see art, like they see a painting, they might think of you from time to time. So let's try to look at some symbolism here. Some symbolism that might be significant for group 3. Okay, so yeah, I think that you're very confident because of this skill or this creativity or something that you're good at here, and they really admired that about you. And I think the ultimate message here is you do you and keep going. Really grow your creative pursuits or whatever you're passionate about, like, grow it, and I think you'll be just fine. I mean, that's really what I'm getting here. If you look at the big picture, even beyond this dynamic, you have a lot to offer, and I think that's why this person was drawn to you in the first place. So let's look at some general advice here for you guys. What's some general advice for you guys? Explore. So maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way. Okay, so I'm really getting this sense that you should try new things. You should put yourself in new environments, have different conversations with new people, new hobbies, try new things, try a new hairstyle, new clothes, new fragrance, just whatever it is, try something new, explore, when it's safe to do so, maybe even travel, like go places that you never really thought you would ever go, and really think big picture. Don't think in a narrow-minded way. Don't necessarily even think about this person or even relationships. Just you do you, pursue your creative passions, and explore the world, explore what the world has to offer, because you have a lot going on. And don't let this stroke of bad luck or whatever it was, or this taker, I'm really getting this strong taker or narcissistic type energy from this person. Don't let them hinder you when it comes to adding value to the world and ultimately finding the person that you belong with, which I'm honestly getting that it's probably not this person, just being honest. Okay, so like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you, Tiger Eye Crystal group. And I just want to remind you again that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me, and the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So I'll see you later. Bye.